Hello and welcome. It is the 6th day of January 2020, and this is a sports betting video. I'm going to go over a few different things, really the NFL weekend, a little bit on the National Hockey League, so a little bit of a recap. I got Alex Smith's web page up. But he'll be two picks that I like. I don't know which one or both of them are going to be part of my 100 selections that I want to do. I love them both. One will be actually on the Washington football team, taking a lot of points against Tampa Bay. Probable for this game, he's going to play. And really, he's just a game manager, and it's just a huge bet. We'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, here's that little bit. This is a long time ago. I would have just saved that accidentally when I was doing research on that day. I should be using more of just that there. I should be putting more things in here. I don't know how to do it, but I think I could figure it out very easily because I think I would know how to do it. Then I could just go to a quick website. I don't know why I don't do that. I mean, I'm only experienced on the internet for like 25 years or something. Whatever. With that being said, Indianapolis Buffalo in this game, I'm really having a difficult time with this one for any type of spread purposes. I think it's fairly priced in at this spread number. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Josh Allen, he's just really improving by far. If you want to know about the mechanisms of what a most improved player should be and what you do in the offseason, Josh Allen, I mean, he gets the best year-over-year award for all sports for many years. What a transition he has had within the offseason. LA Rams versus Seattle. We have a spread of Seattle laying 442.5. Same thing again. Very difficult for me to get anything on this one, but this number is just getting way too big. I got a few different systems and things that I like for the first round of the playoffs, and they're pretty much all around. One of it is just home underdogs. I can remember early 2000s. Oh, the greatest show on turf, the St. Louis Rams. And they go to New Orleans, and New Orleans is a 7-point home underdog. And I knew I made the mistake. I actually bet on the Rams then, but I was just thinking, why was the spread so big and everything? And it's just a big, big opportunity for this game to end. I mean, Washington could even win. Think about this. Washington's got a 7-9 record. Name me the last losing team in the playoffs that lost the first round of the playoffs. I think I can remember two games that's happened. Both the underdog won at home, and they are at home. And that running game is very, very dynamic as it is. And if just Tampa Bay can find a way, get that number well over that hook number, even over that 8 number is big because there's just going to be so many possible game scenarios where Tampa Bay wins the game by that number of 8 points or less. The money line here on Baltimore, Tampa Bay is where I think I'm liking this. If you get it back over 3.5, maybe take the spread again. I don't think it'll go there. I should have bet it when I've seen it before at that price when it was over that number. I'm like, how is Tennessee? I was thinking, how is Tennessee even favored? And with that delay, I actually had a phone call, so I had to pause the videotape, and now I'm resuming it. And I know I was talking about Baltimore, Tennessee. I mean, I couldn't believe the spread was 3. I think because the money line might be so big. I mean, who's the better team? I don't know. It's kind of even. Tannehill's doing really decent at quarterback. Got good receivers like A.J. Brown. And, I mean, they got a beast running back in Derrick Henry. I just don't buy it. I mean, it's either Tennessee or nothing at this stage, at least as far as the side is concerned. 55, it seems like a big number, but Ryan Tannehill games, I mean, he's been playing a lot of high-scoring ones. I mean, Lamar Jackson gets stuff done. It's just a high number, but my opinion on that would be to the over. And the final two games, we got Chicago going to New Orleans. New Orleans is a 10-point monstrous home favorite. I mean, I definitely wouldn't play New Orleans at that price. And opinion on Chicago is a little high, but I'm not going on it. The big one here is the Cleveland and Pittsburgh Steelers. And I mean, I already did release this information early, thankfully, because I said for the last few weeks, go against quarterbacks who have never played a playoff game, as well as go under the total. And the spread opened at 3.5. I got 4 and I got 3.5 on the early bet. I got an okay size bet. I could have got more, and I wish I would have got more at that number. But I'm glad I just realized the price just can't stay there. Then Cleveland coach gets hit on the COVID side. Most likely, when I put a big ticket bet, it's going to be the Cleveland Browns team total to go under. For quarterbacks playing their first ever game, they win about a third against the spread. And the game goes under about a third of the time, too, as well. Now, at 6 points, you're starting to get into situations, for the reason why I like betting Washington against Tampa. How many game scenarios are going to include a Pittsburgh win yet fail to cover? 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and 5 points. And as you get closer up to that 7, it becomes more difficult. And then you get teams at the end that could just very easily, that are witty, just try to end the game. Finish with the kneel downs and have those situations come into play. Now, I don't know if they got hockey odds up here or not, but I have made 5 NHL hockey wagers. But before that, I didn't put out this information. I kind of wish I did, because I nailed it on both levels in World Junior Hockey. I figured the Canadian-Russian game would be a mismatch again. I wish I would have bet more, but I did bet on Canada. And then I was too scared to bet against the United States. A little bit of a, not much though, of an increased price for Canada. But I really was a combination of loving Canada and not liking the Russia team. And I was really big on the United States team, at least giving Canada a fight. And congratulations for winning. But I think silver will end up being better than gold in the future. So maybe, well, that doesn't mean much. I think the real medal and you know, the investment and everything, that's just a totally different thing, I suppose. NHL. Do they have odds on here? They do. I made 5 bets, and I did this about 4 or 5 days ago. Every single bet is the same. The home team, minus a goal and a half at whatever that price was, and I liked all the prices. Philadelphia hosting Pittsburgh. Philadelphia minus 125 over under 6. I don't know if those over-unders are real, because I've seen a bunch of 6.5s on there. My opinion is more towards the over, but I'm kind of liking the goal and a half on the home teams more. And I like all home teams, the favorites in this one. Philadelphia only minus 125. They got a very good goaltender in Carter Hart. We've also Pittsburgh. They got a good team, but so does Philadelphia. Philadelphia's a pretty stacked team as well, and I got to think that the price number is very low. You're getting such a good price, like plus 250 or so, 240 on the goal and a half. At least that's the price I got. I got plus 200 on Toronto minus the goal and a half against Montreal. And this is an amazing play in Toronto as it is. This team is, I think, far more. I know people are up talking Montreal, and I'd be one of them as well. Albeit you're up talking from a bad level. This is a team that did bad in the regular season, was lucky to make the playoffs, and then just couldn't do it in the playoffs. But they were lucky to get in the playoffs. So anyway, with that being said, they're minus 140. That's not the biggest of prices overall. This is a team that I think has a chance of winning well over 60% coming in of this game. Toronto's a stacked team, and Montreal's fine. Wow, this line is getting bigger. I got plus 145 or plus 150 on the goal and a half for Tampa. But both teams have got injuries. Kirby Dach, I mean, he's just a rookie anyway. He's injured. But Jonathan Toews out for Chicago. Kucherov is out for Tampa, but Steven Stamkos is back. And Tampa Bay, probably the top team in the league. They're the defending Stanley Cup champions as well. What I don't understand, though, why are we opening the puck drop with Pittsburgh and Philly? Why not open a Chicago, Tampa? Tampa's the defending champions, just saying. And then in the Canadian division, we got Vancouver. Oh, my goodness, I love this game here as well. Vancouver taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton's only minus 120. I got to think that they're the better team. And the puck line is the way to go on this one. Great price you're going to get on that. Well, like plus 250 kind of deal. And then you got guys like Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. They did lose Omar Klefbom, but they did replace him with Tyson Barrie. And quite frankly, Tyson Barrie will probably do fairly well. Now, granted, he's going to go from superior players. He played with Toronto before, playing with like Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. Now he plays with other great stars as well. But that's really going to help that power play and really help McDavid and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and the rest of those players out. And if the total, I don't think the total is 5.5, but I mean, over. St. Louis and Colorado. I'm going to go Cloud Bet and just see the odds, what they got on there after I'm done this. This is another good one, I think, too. Colorado Avalanche, minus 135. Gabriel Landeskog. He's a good player. Nazem Kadri, what a pickup. They got him a couple years ago, but maybe the best player. I'm going to say, if you want to talk about anyone I think is the best chances of winning MVP, he's pretty much the favorite, too, though. Nathan McKinnon. I mean, you talk about improvement as well in hockey. I mean, this guy has been going, his rise and his stock and how he's been doing has just been fantastic. So, I mean, I like all of these teams to lay 1.5 goals on the spread. Let me just take a look at Cloud Bet and see what I got for some over-unders. And what do we got in here? We got hockey we're looking for. They don't even have odds on this yet. Nope. I mean, I bet it on a different site. And this is where I go. I mean, these interesting here. You got like odds boosters, like Celtics plus 2.5 and over 218.5. It's like plus 315. I think the spread's 218, and that's the correct spread. So I'm like, I just make those bets. But this is where I bet the spreads on this is on this site here. Okay, maybe we do have 5. Let's look at these totals here. So 6 goals for Pittsburgh, Philly. Over, plus, yeah, easy over, plus over 6, plus 100, easy play. Easy play, Montreal, Toronto, over 6, minus 115. Games are higher scoring to start off with. I even got the next day's lines too. Sweet. I can make more bets. You can't see it, I can. I'm going to scroll the next day. I haven't even looked at those lines yet. Chicago, Tampa, 6.5. Pass. St. Louis, Colorado, easy over at 5. Anything 5.5, not less than 120, unless it's like St. Louis, Nashville or something. But Colorado's an over team in my. Oh man, they were the higher over teams. That's a huge play. Huge play. I gotta be making that bet, man. Yeah, I'll be making that. Oh goodness, that's a good bet. Vancouver, Edmonton, 5.5. I mean, a little on the minus 130, but even still, I gotta think that's a decent size. Now let's look at the next. Holy crap, a lot of games. Okay, let's just take a quick look at this now. First time for me. So Boston at New Jersey. Boston plus 120. Or excuse me, I was going to say, whatever. New Jersey plus 120. Boston minus 140. Ooh, what's it from New Jersey? I'm bearish on Boston this year, but I mean, that's not a great price for New Jersey. You know, on Cloud Bet, I can lay 1.5 on New Jersey. I might do that. But no, the price is not good, though. No. Over under 5.5 goals. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared with the one-line Boston. Pasternak's going to be out for that game, too. Washington, Buffalo. We got Washington minus 1. Again, you're doing this to me. Why, Vegas? Why are you respecting Buffalo? Because I'm respecting Buffalo this year. Plus 110 on Buffalo. Same thing as Boston, New Jersey. They're really good. I want to play the home team there, but I can't. 6 goal over-under. Opinion play on the over. Islanders, Rangers. We got the Rangers minus 115. Minus 1.5 of the Rangers, plus 245. I like that play. Dallas, Florida. Dallas, Florida. We got. That's just too annoying. I'll make that bet later. You pick them on Dallas, Florida. Really? Dallas is a good team. So is Florida though too. But Florida, Huberdeau. I mean, Dallas was a lucky runner to go in. Dallas is well rested now, though. I gotta think over the total at 5.5, though. That might be the best way of going at it. And then you're getting, and then any plus 250 on the 1.5 on a pick'em game. So I kind of like Florida plus 250 there. Carolina, Detroit. Pass on everything. My opinion play would be on Carolina minus 205, but it's, and you know what? I don't care if it's minus 200, plus 180, plus 600, minus 120, whatever it is. Minus 200 means, okay, if I win 2 or 3 times, I'm breaking even. And is it higher than that? Detroit is trash. It's a new season and everything. And Carolina's probably going to be pretty decent. Another pick on between Calgary and Winnipeg. And then we got I think over the total again, 5.5 minus. Why are these totals? Everything below is 5.5. Over. I gotta try to find a Grand Salami and just go bet the Grand Salami is the total of all goals for the day, and then bet that over the total. That might be where to go on it if I can find it. I mean, I'll wait till game time. Those lines don't come out until like a day or two, like the day of the game kind of deal, but like in the morning and the night before. All right, so Columbus, Nashville, pretty close to a pick 'em. Nashville is a microscopic favorite over the total. Nashville, lower scoring team. Columbus is a lower scoring team as well. That's a tougher one. I mean, that's a pass game because I really want to be a little picky on it. I mean, I'm probably going to pass that game. San Jose, Arizona. Arizona's certainly a lower scoring team. San Jose's garbage. Arizona minus a goal and a half plus 235 probably. And over the total. Vancouver, Edmonton. Edmonton will be playing the back-to-back, which might be an advantage when you haven't played. Huge advantage, actually. Huge advantage. Right there. Minus the goal and a half plus 230 over minus 130. But yeah, I'll be making that bet today for sure. Minus goal and a half plus 230 at Edmonton for game number 2. Minnesota and the Kings of Los Angeles. Another pretty much pick 'em game. A lot of them are pretty much pick 'em. Even money for the over. Wow. But Minnesota, I mean, these are... Los Angeles is garbage in net, though. I don't want to play road teams laying a goal and a half. It works better on the home teams. Although, plus 240, I'm still kind of tempted on it. Minnesota, they're not that great either. Maybe over the totals to play there. Anaheim, Vancouver. Vegas. It used to be the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. I used to not like that movie as a kid. I hated that movie as a kid, actually. I really loathed it to large degrees, all of them. Every first one, second one. I think there might have been a third one. But anyway, minus 215 for Vegas, plus 185 for Anaheim. That's a pass. Puck line, plus 125. I'm probably going to pass that too. Wow, I like a lot of these odds. I'm going to be making some bets today. Thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.